Yo, what's good, y'all? You dub back here again, here in 2019. Let's get it. Bring y'all more new, fresh content. Now, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the title. Top 5 reasons Tom Brady ain't the GOAT. He's not the GOAT, ladies and gents. Before the pitchforks come out, if you know my channel, you know how I get down. If you don't know when you discover this video, I'm about logic, reason, facts, and evidence. Now, let's dial it back a few years ago. Before a couple more like 3 more Super Bowl appearances, before, these winning record, before this dynasty was Pat's dynasty, at the point where it was looking like it was literally about to crumble right before our eyes, as all dynasties do, there was actual questions. There was still the narrative that Joe Montana was go 4-0, 4-0, 4-0. You know, he's not the best skill wise, athletically, the best thrower of the football, doesn't have the most skill set, all this stuff. But how winning just wipes away and rewrites whole narratives. Now it's just a single push narrative that mainstream media pushes. And I'm sitting here going, well, wait a minute. All of those are still true. Just because you win does not make you the greatest. But again, y'all want the top 5 reasons, right? So let's get in with number 5. Not the best in his era. Now, some will say blasphemy. You dog, that's blasphemy. No, it's actually accurate. All right, listen. For his era, I said 5 quarterbacks. All right, 5 quarterbacks for his era. And here's how I ranked them. Number 5, Big Ben Roethlisberger. In case y'all forgotten, just go check the tape. Just go check the track record last year. How much did Ben throw? This juggernaut of a man, this physical, just brute of a man, this big man who's hard to take down, right? This dude who will wreck you with throwing the football, who is more mobile than Tom Brady, believe it or not. I could go on and on, but isn't he can you can make a consideration for him. Oh, what about number 4, the ultimate gunslinger, Drew Brees, who outthrows everybody. This man, him and Dan Marino, like when it's foot car as far as in gunslinging, like those two are on some other level. Again, more mobile than Tom Brady. You could say done more with less. He just doesn't have the rings to back it up. But oh yeah, he has rings, so does Big Ben. Number 3, Tom Brady. I do have Tom Brady. Cerebral assassin with it, with audible and whatnot. Quick trigger like no other. But here's the thing, he doesn't drive the ball down the field like that. All the critiques we have of many of the quarterbacks in the league, Tom Brady does not do. He's not that mobile. You know what I'm saying? He fortunately has an O line to usually protect him enough, but he's able to move up in the pocket. He knows his way around and he plays it. He plays it surgically. But again, he doesn't do better than a lot of these other quarterbacks in his own era in certain aspects. Either you have bigger arms, Big Ben, better gunslinger, Drew Brees. Let's move to an even greater football IQ and doggone Peyton Manning. In case y'all forgot, he was number 2 for me in his era. In case y'all forgotten, Peyton Manning was Mr. Surgical. Peyton Manning, normally it's the run game that dictates the passing game. That's almost always how it is in football. This man, Peyton Manning, reinvented the board. He's like, I'm going to call audibles at the line scrimmage. Now, in all credit, Tom Brady did this, but Tom Brady's not greater than Peyton Manning at this. Also, Tom Brady had Bill Belichick as well. But this dude, Peyton Manning, comes up to the line of scrimmage, calls out some audibles with select weapons, and made the run game devastating. He made it. His passing game, I mean, there was this comeback, he was like down like 30 points and just destroyed. He put the fear of God into He was surgical with it. You looked into his eyes, and you're like, damn, man, does this dude look like he's possessed? I'm not saying Tom Brady doesn't have similar attributes, but Peyton Manning destroyed teams' defenses, shredded them like they were just paper and he was a pair, not scissors, like he was a K-ball knife, bro. This dude, Peyton Manning, did some magical stuff. And I'm not saying no disrespect to Tom Brady, but as far as a surgical, cerebral mind, Peyton Manning was the top of the era. And number 1, the man who has all the gifts, Aaron Rodgers. The man was blessed by God to play quarterback. The man has the arm. The man has the legs. The man has everything you want in a quarterback. Plus, He blows everybody away with the touchdown to intercept ratio. It is insane what this man has done. Oh no, yeah, he never really had an offensive line. He had a running game sometimes. Where's the defense? This man has had to carry teams. Tom Brady's had times where he's been carried. It's happening in select games where Aaron Rodgers, but by and large, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't show up, not only do they not make the playoffs, you question they're going to win. People chose them to win because of Aaron Rodgers. You can say, well, what about Tom Brady? People choose the Patriots. Yeah, the Super Bowl. But to even win games solely because of a man, you only see that in like basketball and football or soccer. Even that's questionable. You normally see something like basketball, maybe baseball, maybe where there's more control. Baseball, you need other teams, but you say if you have a dominant pitcher, you like, man, I'm calling a game because the big unit. My man, well, I can't remember his name, but or Roger Clemens or you name it, Josh Beckett. You know what I'm saying? No one, whoever your favorite pitcher is, right? Randy Johnson is who I was thinking of, the big unit. But you could call games like that, right? You say LeBron can get us some. MJ could got Kobe, D Wade, whoever your favorite, Allen Iverson. You pick games because they win, right? You don't pick games because of quarterbacks, bro. Not to win games. You can say, well, Tom Brady. The argument. Oh, Tom Brady's in there. Yes, you need a legit quarterback to help you win a Super Bowl, or at least a quarterback who's stable enough to get you that W. But then again, for as much hate as you get, Eli got two of them things. Just saying, Eli got two of them things. Joe Flacco got one of them things. I'm just saying. Just saying. People can ball out in the playoffs. But the Packers, look what happened when Aaron Rodgers doesn't play phenomenally, doesn't play extraordinarily. So the Packers go, 6-9-1 last season? Just saying. Now, moving on to number 4. The ring argument. I always hate the ring argument ever in sports. Okay? Dominance. All right, someone like Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt. All right, if you want to call them the greatest in their field because they were just completely dominated and they just destroyed like everything. It wasn't just the champion. Like, they were on a different level than practically everybody else. You want to say that? Okay. But just like with MJ, just like with Michael Jordan in basketball, this ring argument. Bro, the 6 rings. 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings. First of all, can we put an asterisk or a check mark next to the first 3 because he got carried by defenses and kickers? Everybody named Mama knows this. So let's look at 3. All right, here's the thing. If you want to put forth to his greatness, you want to make an argument about the 500 yards, over 500 yards, and a Super Bowl loss. All right, now we're actually starting to have an actual conversation. Feats, ladies and gentlemen, feats. Give me, if you want to make an argument, well, you see his constant track record of success in a regular season. All right, now we're talking. You want to talk about his MVPs. You want to talk about what he brought to the table. All right, you want to talk about the intangibles and different. All right, now we actually are having a conversation. Don't bring me, he got 6 of them things. Case closed. No, that's not how this works. He's 6-3. Football is the quote-unquote ultimate team game, right? How the hell you can have the ultimate team game and somehow coincide and get that dub to, like, oh, now this makes the person the greatest? What kind of lunacy is that? That's lunatic. That's ludicrous. It's asinine. You can't have it both ways. Just completely throw. I'm not hearing you when your only argument is the ring argument. No one's hearing that. Considering last year he didn't play well. Like, they won in spite of Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Facts. He had one drive. Don't give me that trash if you give me one drive, bro. That Rams defense ate him alive. Facts. He had one drive, bro. It was a game-winning touchdown drive, and we just go, the Brady apology is going to come out here and paint this as, no, you're not going to win me over with that trash-ass argument. Get out of here with that mess. Moving on. Number 3, right? Numero 3. The teams he had. Now, they weren't flashy. They weren't this and that, but always had a legit O-line. Solid run game. Sony Michel in the Super Bowl, anybody? He had no receivers, right? Randy Moss, Hall of Famer. Chad Ochocinco Johnson, future Hall of Famer. Wes Welker should be a Hall of Famer. Julian Edelman, questionable about the Hall of Famer. Rob Gronkowski, one of the greatest tight ends of all time, Hall of Famer. And Aaron Hernandez, for his time period, was on a trajectory of Hall of Fame. Don't tell me this man had defenses. When was the last time this man had a bad defense? Can you get Aaron Rodgers some of these pieces? Could you have given Andrew Luck some of these pieces? Could you get Drew Brees more of these pieces? Big Ben's had some of these pieces, but he's never had it connective like this. This man has a whole team riding with him. This man has his Alabama football riding with him. Not the flashy names, but effectively as a unit, Bill Belichick did his damn job and put a team around this man for success. I'm not just trying to hear it. This man, the narratives, oh, he had nobody. Bullshit. They're complete nonsense. That the asinine, just degrade. This man has had Teddy Bruschi and the like. Vince Wilfork, Hall of Famers. Stop it. Stop it. And the list goes on with the offensive weapons he had. Didn't he have Nick Solder as well? Come on now. Like, dog, this man has had squads. Stop playing with me. Moving on to the second argument. Number 2 reason why. Bill Belichick, the true GOAT. Alright? Go as a coach, go as a doggone GM. This man, Bill Belichick, is the GOAT and ain't Tom Brady. No taking away from Tom Brady. His greatness, one of the all-time casually top 10 quarterback. No, I'm not arguing that. Saying the GOAT. Some even make the argument that he's the greatest football player. Y'all need to stop. Everybody know Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders, LT, Barrett Sanders. Shoot, Aaron Rodgers, some could argue. If you could go back to further quarterbacks as well in the argument. Shoot, Bo Jackson, Herschel Walker, and the list goes on and on. Doggone, what my man? You could say Emmitt Smith, Adrian Peterson, Eric Dickerson, and so many other champ. Just so many names you could argue is the greatest of all time. Football is one sport where I don't have a definitive answer for who's the greatest. Regardless, this man Bill Belichick has put team after team together. On paper, they weren't flashy nice, but he put squads together. This man has coached. Very few blemishes on this man's resume when it comes to Bill Belichick. He just needed a stable quarterback who's, again, top 10 quarterback. But when you have the greatest coach of all time, you have top 10 player. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Bill Russell in basketball, in the NBA, right? Nobody calls Bill Russell the greatest of all time. Even though I have Bill Russell, I believe, 4th all time or 5th. Hold on. 5th. I have him 5th all time. Still, nobody calls Bill Russell the greatest, even though he's the winningest. It goes hand in hand. Tom Brady ain't the GOAT. Tom Brady is the Bill Russell of the NFL. That's just the truth. It's no disrespect. He should be celebrated, remembered, praised for his high-level accuracy. But I guarantee you this. Outside of this era, Tom Brady ain't going to be remembered like that. He ain't going to be remembered as potentially like LT is, Lawrence Taylor. He ain't going to be remembered like Jerry Rice did. He ain't. I'm just letting y'all know. He doesn't have the iconic effect. He doesn't have, like I said, he never was like on top, wow, in any of the categories. And he had other contemporaries who were right there with him, though. Right there with him, though. And he also lost to Eli twice. Just saying. Just letting y'all know. Just letting y'all know. Y'all say y'all glad on Eli, but Eli still got 2 of them things over Tom Brady. If we just going, we need to come quarterback comparison. You say, well, that defense. No, Eli was balling in those playoffs. Just saying. Just saying. Now, to the biggest argument against Brady being the greatest of all time. Number 1, the type of league it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I normally don't bring this up because people bring this up and they try to say it's diluted, try to say it's a different game, but it is a different game. Even from the 90s. Guys like John Elway is recorded that it was mainly run. They didn't pass that often. You had some of the all-time great quarterbacks. They didn't really pass that much. And you could say, well, what about this? Tom Brady transition, he's been sustaining. He's showing all this in this era, huh? Right. Peyton Manning, 5,000-yard season. Patrick Mahomes, and I'm going to get to Patrick Mahomes because he's the final nail in this coffin for me. Big Ben, 5,000 yards. If I remember correctly, Aaron Rodgers had 5,000 yards. Drew Brees, I believe, did it twice. All contemporaries, right? You look at them on the field. Aaron Rodgers, more dynamic. Drew Brees, who I have slightly lower in his era, nearly as dynamic as Aaron Rodgers. Peyton Manning, I watched him play. Like, you knew, Tom Brady, you like, it's Tom Brady. But Peyton Manning, you did not want the ball in his hands in the last 2 minutes. Tom Brady, you can still get a double. Peyton Manning put the fear of God in defenses. Keep this man off the field. That's what that's sad about Tom Brady. But I watched it. When I saw Peyton Manning, I'm like, no, if he was playing your team, no. Or even if I was neutral. I tuned into that 2 minutes. Because I'm like, this man out here going to win this game for him. That's how much fear Tom did this man Peyton Manning. Tom Brady, you believe he can do it because he's, a tracker. But Peyton Manning, you like, Peyton Manning gonna bring him home. Peyton Manning gonna bring him home. Big Ben, the stuff I've seen this do. Tom Brady couldn't take these hits. Like, I'm looking at it and it's like, bruh. Plus, the league has been geared towards a Tom Brady. Protect the pocket passer. Protect the pocket passer. Protect the pocket passer. Shout out to Tom Brady for saying durable, but still protect the pocket passer. And then he has a team, he has an O-line that does his damn job. Sometimes there's some holding that's not called, but still, they do their jobs, right? The thing about it is, look at Patrick Mahomes coming in as a rookie throwing, what is it, 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns? A rookie. Sit back and think about that. A rookie came into the league, threw for 5,050 of them things, 50 TDs. It's the league we are in now. It allows for Tom Brady's continual success. They cannot be as physical against the offensive players. Just can't. Just can't. So he's able to accumulate more. He's able to not take those hits necessarily. I hope y'all understand this video is not taken away from Tom Brady's greatness, but it's me being objective and saying pump the brakes on this mess, bro. I don't know who the greatest quarterback is of all time. I have too many arguments from too many legends to even come close. He's top 10, but he ain't top 1. And that's all I really need to say. Try to debunk these arguments. That's fine. Come at me if you want to. But showcase how in the world do you truly definitively say he the GOAT when there's too many question marks for that. Unexpected one, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on this subject. This has been years coming, but I just keep hearing the drumbeat louder and louder, and it's just this accepted, regurgitated mess that I'm tired of hearing, bro. It's irritating. It's annoying at this point. It's like if this man farts. Oh my gosh, it's Tom Brady. Oh, he overcame his adversity. Other people you would be trashing them as to why they got in the hole in the first place, but for Tom Brady, it's just more heroics. Give me strength. For example, last point. That Falcons Super Bowl, everybody named Mama knows the Falcons should have won that game. The Falcons lost that game. Tom Brady didn't win that game. Tom Brady did his thing, but we just, like Shannon Sharp and others, we're just not going to call out the fact that in Brady Super Bowls, his defense tends to not give up points in the fourth quarter. They give up very little points. So it allowed for that great comeback. But then again, the Falcons, 0 clock, man. Like, I could get and break down that game of how frustrating and ridiculous that was. But that's my point. That's the breaks you get when you Tom Brady, bro. But if that's any other quarterback, you getting trashed for the first half of trash play. But anyways, we out here, y'all. These media narratives need to stop.